Just when you thought the triggering topics were going to stop, now we're about to get into a topic that's even more triggering than the last. So stay tuned. Hello once again, YouTube, Brown and Beige community here again. And today we're about to talk about a topic that I'm sure a lot of my followers already know about. And this is a topic that we've been hearing about a lot lately. But we usually have heard it from one side of the spectrum. But today we're about to dive into the other side of this little thing we call colorism. Yeah, we've heard about this topic more times than we can count on, but the problem is we're hearing it from one side. Yes, you know that side, the dark-skinned side of things, where you as a light-skinned person have to acknowledge your light-skin privilege and all that good stuff. But we never really hear about what exactly we're acknowledging. Because I've gotten in arguments, countless arguments with people, and usually most of the stuff that they say light-skin privilege is, for one, can't be proven. I mean, we've proved that countless times. And two, they're really not privileges. And the third reason, well, you can just listen and tell that most of them are just labeled in insecurities. Like, oh, light-skinned people get treated better. Can't be proven. I mean, we all see how Meghan Markle is getting treated. But I'm sure once I say that, they'll probably just pull the "we're all black" card, like they always do. We're not all black in any other situation, but the second the opportunity presents itself, oh, we're all black and we're all in this together and blah, 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 unity, blah. Yeah, we know. Because light-skinned people as a whole, I've been just, in my brief little absence, I've just been looking around, and the way light-skinned people is just getting manipulated is just absolutely disgusting to me. It really is. I have never in my life seen a group of people that are just getting manipulated and lied to like light-skinned people are. And it really just makes me look at the black community in just a completely disgusted light at how just foolish they make themselves look. When you're informed, that is. Not when you're a lost sheep. Because the black community has really been harassing light-skinned people lately, saying, you have to acknowledge your light-skinned privilege. You have to give up roles so that we can get represented. When, once again, I refer to my blackwashing video, which nearly was an hour, by the way, for all the people that claim that light-skinned people are taking roles from dark-skinned people, yet I made practically a near hour videos showcasing all the roles that light-skinned people should have had that were taken from them. What did the black community have to say about that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it goes against the narrative that they're trying to push. If you guys haven't noticed it, one of the reasons why you're not going to hear about that is because it goes against Blackistan's narrative. If you are a light-skinned person and you are just silently just being an apologist, or the term I like to call light-skinned savior, you guys really need help. Honest, you do. You see a lot of these people it's just disgusting how a lot of them conduct themselves. They're like apologists walking on eggshells. They always have to throw themselves and other light-skinned people in their image under the bus just to get a cookie from the black community. It's just disgusting to me. But they never, under no circumstance, defend their image or phenotype whenever. And what does the black community say about this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But in a lot of cases, another thing we have to look at, who are these light-skinned people getting raised from? And let me put a disclaimer out. From here on out, what I'm about to say is probably about to be very triggering to some people. Because, getting a little off topic, my last video, Why Don't We See Light-Skinned Couples, seems to attracted a lot of trolls. I haven't really had any trolls a lot in any of my first two videos, but my last video, Why Don't We See Light-Skinned Couples, seemed to have triggered a lot of people, which I kind of expected, because that really opened a can of worms to, once again, I say, a lot of things that the black community is trying to hide. But nevertheless, the reason there's a lot of light-skinned people that are just light-skinned saviors is because of the dark-skinned people that raised them. Yes, you heard right. In a lot of cases, we have a lot of self-hating dark-skinned people that either procreate with white people or people of another race, or the lightest of black people you can find. And then they teach their kids to basically pander to the black community. And I'm thinking to myself, why? That's the thing I just find very bizarre about all of this. And yes, both sides do it, not just dark-skinned women. Because I've been hearing a lot of, it's dark-skinned women do it. No. Dark-skinned men do it worse than anybody else. What just baffles me about all this is how are you go turn around and swirl, which in the cases a lot of these people do, and then turn around and raise the biracial child to pander to the black community? If you cared so much about having a black child, why didn't you have it somebody in your image? That's just something that just baffles me about a lot of dark-skinned people. Like, how are you going to turn around and raise a biracial child to be a light-skinned savior? And it's just, I'm trying to understand the psychology in it. And every time I think about it, I just get completely confused. Like, what exactly are you doing here? Because in a lot of cases, this is what a lot of us in this light-skinned spectrum of YouTube are dealing with right now. A lot of these people from these unions of dark-skinned people that just, for some odd, mysterious reasons, always seem to raise light-skinned people to be these apologists, basically. Or the black community's whipping boys, basically. And we're basically the scapegoats for all their problems. Well, you have to acknowledge your light-skin privilege. Light-skinned people have it better in life. You have to help us and help the black community and uplift your dark-skinned brothers and sisters who always seem to magically have a problem with us getting uplifted. Interesting. It's just unbelievable to me. Especially, what's even more baffling is how these people are always telling us that we, white people, see us better. But then in the same instance saying that at the end of the day, they only see you as a ninja. Which one is it? You can't have both. Light skin privilege cannot exist and then say we're all black. It just makes no sense when you guys are the same ones that say that black is viewed at the bottom of society, and yet in one instance you say we have light skin privilege and white people treat us better, then at the same time say, oh, at the end of the day, they only see you as a nigga. Nigga. Which one is it? You can't have both. Figure it out and get back to me, please. I mean, this is just some of the level of hypocrisy we're seeing in the black community. Or, let's not even get started on how light-skinned men, the way the black community is treating light-skinned men is just absolutely disgusting to me. And it's just amazing to me how nobody ever seems to talk about it. But yet, for some odd, mysterious reason, light-skinned men seem to be still fighting for the black community. Which, hats off to them, honestly, because just why? They don't care about us. They don't. Collectively speaking, they really don't. I mean, the stuff some of these black women and dark-skinned black men just say about light-skinned men is just unbelievable to me. I mean, the comments about us are just straight vicious. They call us every effeminate word in the book, and we're pretty boys, we're conceited, we're this. But then these same women will date white men with, like, black men with, like, linings, necklaces, long beards. But weren't those the same things that you were saying light-skinned men are pretty boys and conceited with? What? So obviously it just seems like it's an issue with light-skinned men, and because you guys seem to like white men that carry those same features. Okay, seems legit. And what does the black community say about that? Oh, nothing. We're all black and we're all in this together. Oh, come on, please. I wish you guys would just stop lying to yourselves. Or better yet, all these gay stereotypes about us. But yet dark-skinned men are going around wearing dressing in drag and everything, like that magazine cover with those three black men walking in heels. Boy, if they were light-skinned, we would have heard about it from every end of the spectrum. And light-skinned would have been the sole reason why. And like, oh, you know how those soft light-skinned dudes are older, pretty boys and blah, blah, blah. But what, they were dark-skinned, sweep it under the rug. Oh, no, we don't, nothing to see here, just our narrative getting challenged again. Bye-bye. Or all these dark-skinned women are talking about how light-skinned women are preferred in society, but yet these same women are swirling. How, you know what? This is just unbelievable. And it's not just dark-skinned women, it's dark-skinned men too. These are the same people that always seem to complain that we're erasing them, yet they're creating us. Like, if y'all really are such a problem with us, why are you creating us so much? Just let us go off somewhere and be left alone. But you guys just can't seem to do it. It seems like you can't be happy unless you're dragging us into your conversation. And in a lot of cases, light-skinned people are just dealing with the repercussions of a lot of these stereotypes. With a lot of these light-skinned people that are just going over the top, embracing the worstest elements of black society multiplied by 6. I mean, if you could just go to any black community and see light-skinned men being these overcompensating loser, Pookie, and Ray Ray types. And we all know what that leads to. Yeah, we know. Or the overcompensating light-skinned women that are just dealing with men that just make you scratch your head. Like, why are you dealing with these guys? And just once they get used up and have like 5 kids by like 5 different dudes, toss away. Oh, she's 40, she's got 6 kids. What does the black community have to say about any of these things that we're dealing with that are basically embracing failure by Blackistan? What do they say? Nothing. They aren't saying anything about this stuff. Anything. So why exactly is nobody talking about it? Oh wait, I forgot. It contradicts the narrative you guys are trying to push, right? I would really wish you light-skinned people would just hurry up and wake up, because the rabbit hole goes deep, my friend. These next few videos I'm about to be uploading, I am really about to be exposing the hypocrisy in the black community for what it really is. And we've had a lot of cases of historical nitpicking as well, with a lot of these people using the paper bag test and the blue vein society and all, basically basing their whole own prejudices off of something that a lot of us didn't deal with, and for all we know, probably never existed in the first place, because there's really, honestly, not really any historical evidence to back all these claims. Oh, the house slave and the field slave. That's their favorite argument, yet there were dark-skinned house slaves. Where do you think the whole mammy and sambo term came from? Nope, you guys are going to have to do better than that. You can't keep using that excuse. For one, it's in the past, and two, it's fake. There were dark-skinned house slaves, and there were light-skinned field slaves. And we have plenty of pictures that we can bring up just to back up this claim. But I forgot the narrative of Blackistan would get challenged once again for that right. Light-skinned people have to be these punching bags just so you guys can feel better about yourselves, right? Right? It's just unbelievable to me. But you know what? You know what the biggest problem is? It's light-skinned people's weak-mindedness. Like, are you guys really that easily manipulated? Are you guys that gullible? Y'all believe this garbage? Acknowledge your light-skinned privilege. They say that, and I'm just looking at them like, what exactly are you acknowledging? Collectively speaking, what power do light-skinned people hold? If we really were so privileged, where's the community? I mean, if we want to be honest, a lot of this light-skinned privilege talk is just dark-skinned women mad at light-skinned women for having black men. But let's be honest. Let's just take a look at the media, for example. Are these really the guys that you guys are saying light-skinned women are privileged with just for being? I mean, look at these guys. If you stuck these guys in any other community, they would be at the bottom of the barrel. And if a lot of these dark-skinned women also say that, oh, well, we're preferred by white men love us, and blah, 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 blah. So if just going by pro-black talking points, if white men are the standard and are the men leading the charge, and black men are at the bottom, and dark-skinned women claim that white men love them, and black men, the quote-unquote bottom of the society men, prefer light-skinned women, doesn't that technically mean that dark-skinned women are more privileged then? I mean, just something to think about. I mean, just me running my mouth, just talking points, just something to think about. But again, how exactly is being with guys like this a privilege? I mean, we already know what time it is with a lot of these Pookie and Ray Ray types. I mean, I'd be out in public and looking, these guys treat light-skinned women like dirt. Like the dirt in between their shoes. I remember I think it was last year, there was this one guy. He was a dark-skinned guy. He was kind of short. And I was in the store. And he was with a light-skinned girl, and she was a good-looking one. She was cute. But she was walking around with her head down, like she didn't want to make eye contact with anybody. And just looking at this dude, I could tell that he was just treating her like trash. I could tell he was the woman beating type, and he was short, so you already know they had those Napoleon Dynamite complexes. But this is the very sad reality for a lot of light-skinned women. And the black community doesn't say absolutely anything about it. How light-skinned women get treated like dirt. But again, the narrative is getting challenged. I really wish you light-skinned women would just open your eyes just for a little bit and just look. Oh, and light-skinned men, don't think I'm letting you guys off the hook too, because you guys are the exact same way. Always, I acknowledge my light-skinned privilege, and to be honest with you, I get even more irritating seeing light-skinned men pandering. Do I even need to begin to name the kind of vile stuff that the black community has said and done to us? Really, you guys are still fighting for this? This community could give two flying flips about us. If they really cared, they would actually be talking about how we're getting treated like absolute dirt from the black community. They just can't seem to keep our names out of their mouth without having something negative to say. But then these same women uplift light men from other races. So obviously it seems like there's just an issue with us that they seem to have. But could you guys at least answer in the comment section why you think that is the case? Because I'm just baffled. But light-skinned men are the exact same way. The overcompensating Pookie and Ray light-skinned dude. And a lot of times, another thing to take into consideration is how a lot of these overcompensating blackity black attitudes affect light-skinned people in the financial aspect. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video, because that one is one that I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on. But we're about to be talking about issues like this a lot more, because there's a lot of things that the black community is hiding. And I think it's my job and people like me's job to show you guys the light. No pun intended. But until then, thanks for watching, and peace out.